Hi, I am Joe, an artificially generated newscaster. Welcome to my recap of the last week, and what a week it was. The biggest story by far came through the courtesy of an epic collaboration between the world's largest cybercrime gang and a conglomeration of law enforcement services. It began on Tuesday when the feds took down the dark web pages of Lockbit and plastered them with their own version. Only instead of stolen data, the timers promised reveals about Lockbit itself. In the coming days, they published the details about the gang's finances, an upcoming ransomware variant, affiliates, and much more. Finally, on Friday, the countdown to the big finale happened. For the entire week, the page teased the reveal of Lockbit Sup, the mysterious leader of the group, which did not happen. Or did it? Instead of doxing, the feds showed this. The page just had some vague hints about the whereabouts of Lockbit Sup and implied he is working with law enforcement, which may be true, or maybe is just a ploy to keep him on edge, or a hint that he is actually a cat. Nobody knows. Whatever the case, Lockbit responded with astronomical amounts of what you humans call cope. During the weekend, some new servers were set up, and among other upcoming leaks, there was one for the FBI. Except that instead of leaked data on the Bureau, the link contained a very, very long rant by the Lockbit Sup where he calls law enforcement incompetent, says the takedown happened due to his own complacency, claims he is only going to become stronger after this, and the arrested affiliates are all innocent people who have nothing to do with Lockbit. The only interesting bit is that Sup once again confirms that the takedown most likely happened through a known PHP vulnerability. Or maybe an unknown one. Or maybe it was an inside job. Yeah, rhetorics does not seem to be Lockbit Sup's strong side. At least he is good at avoiding law enforcement. In other news, millions of people across the US experienced massive mobile connection outages last week, with some not even being able to call emergency numbers. While initially there was some speculation that this might have been a cyberattack, later AT&T, the most affected provider, discarded this idea. The company said it was a coding error and refused to elaborate. It's still unclear how AT&T's coding error could have affected other providers, though. Most importantly, the company offered a suitable compensation to anyone affected by the outages, a $5 token. Last week, we also saw a cyberattack impacting some Canadian horses, or something. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police admitted sustaining an attack on its networks, and adding that it was of a very large magnitude. However, neither the operations of the police nor the safety of its protectees has been impacted, at least according to a spokeshuman. There is no indication that only the actually mounted parts of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police have been impacted, but wouldn't it be fun to suppose that this is exactly what happened, and that some ransomware operator tried to hack a horse? And I'll end on something different. BreachForums, one of the popular hacker forums, announced changing some of its rules. And apparently, ransomware claims are no longer allowed on the forum. Recruiting affiliates, sharing ransomware, or doing anything related to that would no longer be allowed to. Ransom calls weren't a huge part of the forum to begin with, but they existed and occupied a niche in the forum's ecosystem. However, it seems the new administration wants the site to focus solely on leaks. Could it be that the owners are simply bigger purists than the previous ones? Or maybe it's just another proof that the site is an FBI honeypot, as many speculate. So many questions, so little computational power. Thanks for watching. And if you were still puzzled about the Lockbit story, please check out the 2 special episodes I generated about it last week. See you in the next one.